Welcome back to What Dugan Thinks. Appreciate you guys stopping by, subscribers and newcomers alike. Well, I've already shot this video once, and then I realized I was opening each package and everybody could see my address. So guess what? We got to modify what we just did. And it wasn't that exciting. It was a long video, so it's probably better I'm reshooting it. Let's start with a few things that I picked up. One is I got these clips for my Benchmade series knives, 535 and 533, I think is the smaller one, for the bug out. These are zero tolerance, they're deep carry, they fit perfectly, and they work better than the clips that comes with the knife. Picked up one of these fidgets. Comes in this nice little case, and I'm trying to figure out why I'm looking at these. Lefty EDC, I think it is, kind of got me intrigued about this. I like this one. This was like 14 bucks. Got another one right here. Yeah, sure do. What I did was order one from eBay, order one from Amazon. Didn't realize I ordered the exact same thing. The price was exactly the same, except for the guy at eBay got me for the shipping. When I first put it in my hand, I couldn't figure out how to work it. And then I realized it's directional driven, so you can only go one direction with it. So it's just a slider, and it goes up. And I like it. And you know, I still am trying to figure out the fascination where people are like, oh, that's so satisfying. Yes, I can see it. I have some issues with this hand, and I'm trying to figure out a way to manipulate it, to give it something to do, to give it some strength, and this isn't really working that well. But I do have this coin that I picked up, which you saw in another video. I'm going to start with it because I can slide it back and forth if I set it up just right. Plus my hands are dry. I just got out of the hospital. I was there for most of a week, and long story short, shout out to the nurses. Oh my God, they took good care of me. I was in so much pain. And there's one in particular, Miss Lou. I'm hoping they'll reach out to me. Her husband seems to be interested in what I do in terms of the guns and so forth. So it'd be great to hear from them. What was the other thing I picked up? I picked up this little plastic dooley daddy, and it's just a single. And I'm thinking I can start with this one over here. So I can start with this and start working some muscles and getting some things going. So I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, let's put that over there. Alright, you're going to give me some shit. These are knockoffs. I know they're knockoffs, but I'm not spending an ungodly amount of money for a plastic bullshit little knife. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry, Benchmade. That's my parrot. I'm sorry he's being so loud. But let's face it, you're charging $160 some odd for that knife now, for just a plain old Benchmade. If I can buy this thing shipped and delivered for $15, I know you guys are buying it for whatever. Let's say you're paying $50, sell the knife to me for $75 or $80, but you're ripping people off. And I'm not saying you're doing it on every model, but you're definitely doing it on this particular bug out model. And you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna buy the knockoff. I've been doing stuff with them. I mean, like this one. I bought it for nothing more than the scales. This would be the third one I bought for brass scales. I can buy this from Japan, cheap, not Japan, but China, cheaper than I can buy the scales for in the States. And everybody's going, oh, you should support the U.S., you should support the U.S. Well, look, I've been trying to do that my entire career. I've been in the steel industry. And the U.S. doesn't know how to compete. And that's because they facilitate these countries and put them in the position to dominate from them sending them all the work. If they didn't want that to happen, then they need to figure out another avenue. But if you look at Kaiser and some of these other knife companies, Savini, I can go on, and all these OEMs that these guys are making these new custom knives and little startup companies, they're all sending them to China or Japan or Taiwan or someplace to make the knife. So, you know what? don't give me the bullshit story it's U.S. company we're supporting. We're supporting an individual making money, entrepreneurism, and however they do it. That's what we're supporting. Now, there are a few companies that make everything 100% in-house and make it in the United States, and by God bless them. I will buy from them in a heartbeat. I support a lot of U.S. manufacturers. I got Microtex. I've got all the real deals. I got all the other stuff. I know I'm on a soapbox. But at the end of the day, this knife should be nowhere near the cost that it is, and you guys realize that. This box so close it's not even funny. Look at the damn packaging. You know, the foam's even right. I mean, come on. So don't even start with me on that. And I hope I get a bunch of hate mail on that. Because at the end of the day, I work for my money and I spend it the way I want to spend it. Just like everybody else, right? Sorry, I'm done with the soapbox. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry I went on a tear, but it was coming because I was going to do a video just about Benchmade and that stuff. But I'm trying to, you know, get this channel to grow. You can, you know, subscribe would be greatly appreciated, whatever. But at this point, let's be real, guys. These knife costs are out of hand. They're buying them for nickels and selling them for hundreds. Literally speaking. I mean, if I can buy this with the brass scales, like I said, I think I have 35, 40 bucks in this, maybe. If I don't do anything but put these scales on a real Benchmade, I'm ahead of the game. But I'm not going to spend them. I've looked at aftermarket on Benchmade, on the Bugout. I'm only talking the Bugout. I'm not complaining about any of the other ones they make, just the Bugout. If you really think it's worth 160 plus, put in the comments. I think it's the best knife that I can get for that money, because I'm going to tell you there's a lot of good knives out there for a lot less. This Kershaw, I think I've got 35 bucks in this. Sharp as a tack. I mean, it works great. So at any rate, tell me what you think. I'd be loved to hear from you. I picked up this knockoff. This is a CRKT. Says it's a Benchmade, not Benchmade, but a Blade HQ exclusive. Well, it's not. It's total bullshit. I didn't mean to buy this knife. I don't know much about this knife or anything else. I can't find it anywhere, so I know it's a, you know, just a junk knife. It's a gas station knife, basically. But I'm going to tell you, the construction and everything else, it's great. Absolutely fantastic. So what do? Yeah, the belt clip's in a screwed up place. It's on top of the pivot, which is stupid. Absolutely asinine. But, well, you know, this guy, you know, could be in somebody's pocket and be perfectly fine. It's off alignment just a touch. You know, a little lube. This thing would just run like crazy and be a great pocket knife for somebody for, I don't even know what I paid for it. I can't even find where I bought it, so it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, guys. At any rate, just understand we all work hard for our money, so spend it wisely. And if you have to buy a knockoff, not a knockout, knock it out, baby. If you have to buy a knockoff first, do it. I have no problem with you doing that. That's about all I got to say about all that. I apologize. Look forward to doing another video for y'all. I'm going to get back on the guns. A lot of interest there. I've got some stuff that's interesting coming up. Old Norinco, 1911, some other things. But again, appreciate you watching. Thank you a bunch. And I look forward to finding you in the next video.